Now there's a better way to protect tile, porcelain, and natural stone installations from cracks and fractures. Introducing the latest addition to the RedGard family of products. New RedGard Uncoupling Mat from Custom Building Products. It's the crack isolation, waterproofing, and vapor management membrane you can apply over even the most challenging substrate. RedGard Uncoupling Mat is different from backerboard and conventional bonded membranes. When exposed to excessive substrate movement, it absorbs stress and preserves the surface and integrity of the tile and grout. With heat-welded fleece on top and bottom, it locks mortar into the mat at every point of contact for better bonding. Unlike some other mats on the market, Custom recommends installing both RedGard Uncoupling Mat and the tile over it with a polymer-modified mortar. This is consistent with TCNA Handbook guidelines for the installation of porcelain tile. Made from over 70% recycled pre-consumer materials by weight, RedGard Uncoupling Mat contributes towards green building requirements without sacrificing performance. Plus, it contains no VOCs. When you install RedGard Uncoupling Mat with an eligible mortar and grout from Custom, the project qualifies for up to a lifetime system installation warranty. RedGard Uncoupling Mat is both versatile and durable. Install it over most common subfloors, like exterior-grade plywood or OSB, even young green concrete. This makes RedGard Uncoupling Mat ideal for a wide array of interior and exterior applications. And it's recommended for use with a variety of tile and natural stone materials. The quick and efficient installation begins once you've applied mortar to your surface, using a 1/4 by 1/4 inch square notch trowel. Press the RedGard Uncoupling Mat into the mortar, flat side down. Make sure to place the mat straight down. This will help eliminate voids under the mat. Next, use a hand roller or the flat side of a trowel and embed the mat into the mortar. Work from the middle of the mat outward to maximize the bond and minimize trapped air. Check periodically to make sure your mortar coverage is 100%. For non-waterproof installations, simply join together individual pieces of mat. Then, burn in a coat of mortar to the top of the mat, using the flat side of your trowel. Ensure all recesses in the top of the mat are filled. Next, based on the tile you are installing, use the proper size notch trowel to apply additional mortar and comb straight trowel ridges. Be careful not to spread more mortar than can be covered with tile before it begins to set up. If you need to waterproof your installation or create a moisture vapor barrier, RedGard Uncoupling Mat makes it easy. Begin by following each pre-tiling step just described and add RedGard Seam Tape to the seams and transitions. First, butt all joints of the mat together. Then, spread a flat coat of mortar where the seams meet, making sure to cover at least 4 inches on both sides of the seam. Apply the RedGard Seam Tape firmly into the mortar along the length of the seam. Using the flat side of the trowel or putty knife, firmly press the seam tape into the mortar, removing any creases and air bubbles. The next step is waterproofing corners with a section of the RedGard Seam Tape. Dry fit the corners prior to installing the seam tape with mortar. Apply mortar to the wall and floor in the corner, approximately 4 inches out from the transition. Place the center of a length of seam tape firmly into the corner. Then, lay the ends along the change of plane away from the corner. Take the flap that appears in the corner of the floor and fold it to create an overlapping triangle. Secure the flap with mortar on top and bottom. Push the seam tape into the mortar and smooth the corner using a putty knife to eliminate air pockets and ensure full mortar contact. Then, use the RedGard Seam Tape at the transition between wall and floor. Overlap 2 inches where pieces of seam tape meet. Continue the same process at all transitions. Perimeter joints are required when installing ceramic tile. Leave a 1/4 inch gap at the perimeters when setting tile and fill these joints at walls and corners with polyblend caulk or silicone sealant. This will aid in any movement between planes and add to the waterproofing. RedGard Uncoupling Mat is ready to begin tiling immediately with no need to wait for curing. Reliable crack isolation, dependable waterproofing, easy installation. RedGard Uncoupling Mat, only from Custom Building Products.